Well, it's that time of year when there are bargains in the shop, and most garden centres at this time of year think that you can't plant bulbs anymore, so they've half-priced them all. So I've just gone out B&Q and I got all these bulbs. I think it cost me just under £35 for all of this, which is flipping amazing. So white daffodils. These are going to for the farm, for the driveway. We're going to plant them in the verge, so when you turn in during the spring, you'll get all these lovely daffodil bulbs. Then we've got some tulips here. I liked this mix, so I'm going to put one set in a pot either side of our doorway for spring. Crocuses. So I'm going to plant these crocuses in the lookout, and the lookout is where we normally camp at the farm. So these are going to go in there. And then some lovely anemones. Now obviously you get native woodland anemones, which are the white colour, and they look really, really pretty under trees. These are obviously a slightly more cultivated mix because you've got some colours, but they're going to go up at the farm as well. They're going to be planted in the pit underneath some of the trees. And then the rest of the stuff I got just because I liked, I haven't really thought where I'm going to put it yet. So obviously I've got 4 packets of these lovely alliums. I've got some ranunculus here, and then I've got 3 packs of these miniature irises, well, Dutch irises, and then 2 packs of miniature irises, which I'll probably plant up in little terracotta pots as specimen plants. So that'll be nice for the spring. So if you are looking for bulbs at this time of year, as I say, go out to some of the garden centres because they'll have special offers and clearance offers on. But that's a nice little haul, and I will obviously update you when I'm putting them into the garden and up at the farm. There's now much nicer than a cleaned out coop. So I've just cleaned out these guys. The ducks you can see here are having their water, and this has worked really well in reducing spillages. They have a pond outside they can come and bath in, but just in terms of keeping water fresh for the chickens when they're inside, this has worked really well. So it's basically just like an old metal crate over the top of a tub of water, and it keeps it much cleaner. I do need to put something here though, because the chickens come up in and they poop in, so I just need to put a board, just a cable tie board or something on to prevent that. But it works well, and you can see how messy it gets on the outside, but the water generally stays inside. And then it also is in a tray, so it's in a tray so that it doesn't then seep across into all the shavings. I mean, it helps keep the coop a little bit nicer, doesn't it? And everybody, even the chickens, can reach in. So it's worked for now, but I can't wait till the summer months again when it's drier, and the daylight hours mean that these guys can be outside all day long. Because at the moment, when I'm not here, they have to stay in the coop because it gets dark so early. Hello. Gets dark so early that I'm wary about the fox coming when I'm not here. So they generally stay inside. But a nice clean coop is definitely happy days. Well, here is our lovely Christmas cacti that I pollinated, and you can see that all of the flowers that weren't pollinated have fallen off. So most of these lengths of stem did have little flowers like this on it, and you can see they've fallen off because they weren't pollinized, they weren't fertilized, and the plant is now putting all of its energy into the seed pods. So what we're left with is our plant, which obviously you can take cuttings from, and our seed pods, and you can see they're doing really, really well. So they will be on here for several months fattening up. So you don't want to take them off anytime soon because they've got to start producing all of that seed. And you can see how many there are. Every single one where there is a flower has a seed pod. So it looks like almost every single bud and flower that I pollinated did actually take. It just remains to be seen how many seeds come from each flower, and then how many of those actual seeds germinate. But that's the fun thing of gardening, making new plants and just watching the whole process from the start to finish. There's nothing quite more refreshing than walking around the garden in December and suddenly seeing a glint of green. So as I say, it is still December, and these are going to sit in the ground like this for many months and not do anything. But look, the daffodils are appearing. And as I say, they are going to sit in the ground looking like this for many, many months to come, and they won't flower until well into next year. But if you're anything like me, December is a little bit depressing. It's wet, it's cold, and if you're running a farm or a homestead or anything like that, it's muddy as hell. Look, there's more down here. So to see shoots coming up, implying that plants are kind of ready to start growing again, is really refreshing. And we all know in our minds, yes, next year's going to come, the next season's going to come, but sometimes in our hearts it feels like it's never going to come. So little rays of sunshine like this are extremely helpful to me at this time of the year. So I cannot wait now to see these grow, and thoughts of spring are on my mind. Here is our little budgie update, and of course if you're a Patreon you will have already seen these bubbers in the week because I upload photos on there. But here we are, they are both growing really, really well, really active. Their wing feathers are starting to come through. You can see they're so active. He's trying... Where are you going? Do you want to climb away? What are you doing, huh? Neither have got splay leg. Both are really happy. And you can see, that's better. Now they've stopped moving. Their feathers are all starting to come through. It doesn't look like they're going to be yellow. So it doesn't look like they're going to follow Sunny's coloration. So we'll wait to see if they follow Dad's coloration. But you can see actually, there's quite a lot of white coming through on those wings. So it's an exciting time over the next few days as to what colours start to come out. But yeah, they're doing really, really well. Really, really happy. Super cute, and we're about to lose them. So I better put them back in the nest box. Hello! Well, you might have noticed there was no Saturday. And the reason for that is it was foul outside. I got up basically at 6 AM, ran down, fed everything, and then came straight back inside. We had ice rain. It rained all day. It was absolutely freezing, so nothing really happened yesterday on the homestead, which is why I'm coming to you on the Sunday. And I've got some really, really exciting news that I'm absolutely thrilled with, and I want to share with you. So if we come down here and look at my YouTube page, if we can get it in focus, here we go. The first thing is we are nearly at 8,000 subscribers, which is blimmin' amazing, seeing as back in the day I was desperately trying to just get 100, and it seemed to take ages, and now we are almost at 8,000 subscribers, which is just pretty amazing. But if we go across to the About page and look at these stats. 1 million views. I'm so thrilled, and I am so thankful to everybody that comes and watches the channel, subscribes, comments, joins the live streams, has come over to Patreon. You guys totally rock. And as I say, it took me ages even to get to 100 subscribers. To meet this milestone of over 1 million views on YouTube is just incredible, and it's a very, very nice Christmas present. So thank you again. It's just wonderful, and I can't quite believe it. Let me come back to the camera. So I hope that there's many more views to come, and that has totally spurred me on. And as many of you know, next year is like well, hopefully, fingers crossed, it's a crazy year here at Brimwood Farm, because it will be the year of transition, hopefully, towards the actual farmland. So thank you again for those views. It's absolutely amazing, and there are many more videos to come, and hopefully you will join me on this journey.